Alright, and with that, we should be recording here. We'll see in just a moment if anyone shows up here.
Yep, it's gone.
Alright, so we are indeed on. Hello, everyone. Nice to see whoever will show up again here. I'm not totally sure if you can see or not, but I have a little furry guest from the start here. My little maniacal gray cat is sitting with us already. So that's fun. She's probably going to be here a while. Please try not to get in the way. So,
new things. Our first 100% full upgrade.
Yes, Crow has been maxed out here now.
Weapons are not required.
Yeah. So he now has a special bonus of gaining +1 movement and energy restore small every turn. That's 29 extra energy per turn. Very nice. Plus an additional +1 to range, so all his stuff will go a lot further.
Who needs a hyper one more? Could use an additional movement most.
I'll leave that up to you. So, while this is being discussed, we will go ahead and talk about what happened last time. So, Chirico wound up having to deal with a dark part of his past, in the form of Commander Paleson, the man who founded the Red Shoulders. Chirico wound up going on an attack along with his friends in order to try and take him down. This didn't exactly go well for him, but he did wind up losing his girlfriend Fiona again, but he did manage to at least put an end to the commander of the Red Shoulders, so they should be gone. Hopefully. In addition, big things were happening at the Sao Tome Research Labs. Professor Sao Tome had gone completely nuts and wound up being attacked by the Beastmen, fearing the power of spiral energy. I'm sorry, Getter Rays. There's no real difference, right?
Just a small difference.
Yes. So, fearing the power of evolution, they wound up attacking him, and he responded with an entire army of Getter Dragons, Getter Poseidons, and Getter Ligers. Which then turned into a three-way battle when he insisted on attacking Zexus as well, who came to try and find out what on earth was going on. They all wound up being combined into the Shin Getter Dragon, this giant, stony monstrosity with cables exposed everywhere, shooting Getter Rays, annihilating everything in its path. And quickly, in order to take it out, Sao Tome used the last remaining will he had to send off the Shin Getter to Ryoma and the others. Shin Getter 1, Shin Getter 2, Shin Getter 3. So that's nice. The Shin Getter is very powerful and very fun. Also, all the Getter change attacks are different now, so yay! Still have yet to see Shin Getter 2s. So, as we continue on here, who knows what lies ahead? But Gaio is on the hunt for us. The capital of Teplin. I imagine the Spiral King is not too pleased at what happened. So Sitamander failed. Well then, are you going to send me out next? Guam. What's happening with the Getter Rays is concerning, but at the very least, here it seems as though those humans have been able to prevent the absolute worst from happening. Let's see. Well, since that's been taken care of, I'd like to confirm what's happening with that unknown tiny gunman they've been using. Let's see. They called it Gurren Lagann, didn't they? As a result of combining with that tiny gunman, its ability is far above what it should have. Let's see. Didn't I already tell you about it? It seems those humans have dug up something completely have dug up something dangerous. That is all it is. It's far too No, have dug up something unnecessary, pointless. But even so, it's too dangerous to leave this alone. Please, my lord, allow me to go. Guam, are you trying to give me an order? No, no, not at all, sir. Very well. As a result of our long acquaintance, I shall grant you special permission. However, in exchange... I understand. The fangs of those who bear the power of the spiral. I shall be sure to pluck them for you. It appears as though the Emperor of Gishin, one of the few who knows of the end, has entered the solar system. Well then, what shall we do about him? The battle against the ball. For the sake of the true battle that is yet to come, we cannot allow him to obtain the power of the star. This is my planet. So, back to the battle camp of the Crusher team. Feels kind of comfy, don't you think?
Yeah.
I brought some coffee, everyone. Oh, thanks. I'll go ahead and take some. The fact that you don't get along well with women showing up even in front of Takara's mom, huh? No. No, isn't getting in the way with Takara's mom, huh? Well, of course. She went out of her way to make us such delicious coffee, right? Besides, it's free, too. As always, at times like this, you keep on laughing like that. Crow. Oh, well, it looks like whenever you're working with Zexes, you're just drinking water. You're doing nothing but drink water. But you don't hold back at all whenever Miss Ikue brings snacks out. In other words, you're perfectly fine with women who are willing to bring you treats? What's with that, Crow? You're the same as me, huh? Oh no. Once again, Crow's favorite line of Inbokuji has shown up. Those who've drawn the short end of the stick are also literally those who are poor. Those who've drawn the poor lot. Yes. So with this, I'll graduate from the poor luck team and form a new one with you guys, huh? Do as you like. I'm not gonna stop you.
Claire.
What's with that, Aoyama? Have you finally realized? Have you finally admitted the fact that you're stuck there with Crow? Being stuck with the poor lot. It's not something you should say. Seems as though everyone here at Zexus is doing well, right? Although we have a mountain of problems to deal with here. We don't know what was happening, what Professor Saotome meant, and we still don't understand what the Beastmen were aiming at when they targeted him. Even so, I think it's really impressive that none of you have lost your brightness, happiness, something like that. Yes, they're still upbeat. It's exactly like your mom says, Takeru. Hi, Paloma. We don't know why this cat does it, but she bends quite a bit. She has a very flexible spine.
She happily
enjoys
does
doing that. Yes. It's exactly as your mom says, Takeru. Ill feeling is the root of illness. So as long as you feel happy, you won't get sick. That's a phrase I've never heard. It's exactly like Team Dagger and his catchphrase, isn't it? Let's see. I have no clue what he's saying here. He's making some sort of lame joke about eating. Haha. Just whenever I look at you, Mr. Kirkin, I can, even though I can't understand what you're saying, I get a feeling of what it is you're trying to explain. Takeru, you really are still worried about Marg, aren't you? Let's see. Well, Takeru's a guy who's gone through a lot of misfortune, hasn't he? For someone like him, his one and only brother in the world is something that's completely irreplaceable. Let's see. The Blue Fixers and God Sigma's team. This is where you were. Did you have something you wanted to talk to us about? There's a guest for you. We'd like Takeru to come as well. What? You want me as well? Someone here to see us and Takeru? It's really weird for someone to be trying to find us. I mean, we got flung over here from another world, right? I look forward to seeing... Well, you'll find out who it is when you meet them, won't you? Come along with me for now. Eren! Toshia! Rui? Are you Rui from the 8th planet? I'm in shock. You're here on Earth as well? I only just arrived. But as soon as I did, I got a communication from this place called the Dragon's Hive and told me and they brought me here. Was it Fog Sweeper? Just like Representative Elgin, I can never tell what's going on with him. But I'm happy. Yeah, I couldn't have guessed I'd be able to meet with you guys again like this. This person is... Her name is Rui. See, we met her before we wound up arriving at this world. Cat's causing problems. Haha, even though she looks all cute like this, Rui's one of the resistance fighters working against the Gishin aliens. What? Nice to meet you, Myoji and Takeru. Or should I call you Mars? See, even though you're sent to Earth by Zul's whims, you've been going against him. Even we in the Resistance have heard about you. There are other people out there like you in space who are fighting against Zul? Yeah. See, Zul's been trying to crush everyone throughout the entire galaxy, sending his armies all about. Let's see. In our system, the 4th planets through the 8th planets have already been consumed by them. Back when we were on our way to Earth, we wound up stopping by that planet and got saved by the thanks to Marin and the others. Our resistance group was able to keep on fighting and survive till now. So why did their leader wind up coming down to Earth here? I had something I needed to tell the people of this planet and Mars. Something you needed to tell us? It appears as though Emperor Zul has come to the solar system in order to issue commands himself. Zul has? It seems as though to Emperor Zul, this one planet is far more important than any other in the galaxy. The Earth is special, you say? What's up with that? You got any idea, Takeru? Not at all. But if we wind up fighting with Zul, well, I'm sure we'll find out what's happening. But Takeru, that means that you're going to have to fight with Marg again. Acting on the information Miss Rui here has sent us, we've assembled a squad to go and check out their frontline bases. I'm sure that we'll receive more information soon. And that's when we'll have to fight against him. Good luck, Mars. All the people who've been conquered by them are praying for Earth's victory. Wait for me, brother. Someday I'll definitely break that spell that he's put on you and save you. Good luck. So, out in the depths of space. Forward base. The forward operating base of the Gishin. Marg. Yes! Do you understand why this planet, the Earth, is necessary for my plan to conquer the galaxy? At one point in time, I had thought to destroy it for how dangerous it could be. But its power truly is attracting, isn't it? Well then, my mission is... You are to go down to the Earth and put an end to Mars and his friends, the pitiful resistance against me. Let's see. As for Mars, I want you to diminish his power, then drag him out to space to deliver an end to him. Understood. Thanks to the reapplication of brainwashing that Emperor Zil did, Commander Mark has completely lost any doubts he once had. But if he winds up coming in contact with Mars again, there's a possibility his memories will be brought back. Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh my. That's not great. Cross from work.
Fun. Always fun when crazy stuff is happening in the world. Alright. Yes, his memories might come back. Rose. Let's see. Your life was saved by Marg before. However, failure shall not be tolerated a second time. Do not forget that. Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and launch immediately, Rose. This time I'll definitely defeat that abominable Mars and offer up the Earth to Emperor Zul. Good luck. Chapter 41. Marg. That life.
Marg's life is how it is translated on Akarasu.
Okay.
Which sounds a bit better.
So there are 2 secrets to be acquired here, so that's going to be fun.
The first thing to see is...
Make sure you deploy the Mazinger.
He isn't auto-deployed.
Nope, it's just this is his hometown. That you haven't seen in ages.
Next definitive units. You're a good idea.
Make sure to grab Alto.
Yes, I know. Setsuno, you're starting to lag behind on experience.
Just a bit.
Since he's less useful now.
I'm okay. Sure, video your friends. There we go. Adjust it up to make it kitten possibly visible. There's a bit of a face on camera, I think. Right there. No nibbling. Not nibble on fingers.
Turn A. Alright, so let's look.
I have a very adorably rolling cap. That should be...
No, this.
Oh, yes. I see. That's his house.
That's his house. That's the
Kurganea.
Alright, I want him to be... Yeah, it's good enough for him.
Especially because he can fly now. Yeah, please note, we don't know which side the enemies are going to be coming from.
I'm going to assume all sides.
Just could easily be.
Sure.
Especially because Mars is down there. How is it, Diaka? We stole one of those flying orbs from that battleship and equipped it on the Daigerin. This is incredible, isn't it? Even something as huge as this Daigerin is able to fly? With this, we'll be able to fight even if it comes out to outer space! Everyone, it appears as though the aliens are going to be arriving soon. Since their Emperor's arrived, it looks like these guys are all fired up, huh? In that case, all we have to do is show them the strength of humanity. Let's see. Everyone in the top Atami here has been evacuated by the Kurganea. Yes, Atami is the name of his town. Apparently it's an actual place. Written with, hot/burning sea. But to think that they deliberately come and attack Japan while we're in it. They're making fun of us, aren't they? Well, after all, Takeru's an enemy they absolutely have to defeat, isn't he? After all, Takeru himself is a sign of hope to all the resistance groups, right? I guess they aren't laughing about that. You okay, Takeru? This fight. There's a high possibility your brother's going to wind up showing up. It's impossible, be sure to stand back. You don't need to worry about me. If Mark winds up coming out, that's a big chance for me as well. I'll definitely save Marg. I'll definitely rescue my brother. That's right, Takeru. We'll back you up. Make sure you can get to him. Yeah! Seems as though people we've been waiting for are here. Put your backs into it, guys.
Well, down.
I suspected as much because he's...
Yeah.
Marg! Let's see. You have quite the impressive guts to be facing our army down without fleeing. This'll be an interesting fight. Why do we have to fight, Marg? Why are you asking something so obvious? Since you were pointing your fangs at Emperor's will, you're my enemy! Takeru! Make sure to let your brother hear you. There's no point. There's no hope, is there, Shinobu? After all, his brother's been brainwashed. As if I know something like that. What I want to say is his guts are lacking here. Guts? I don't know what the hell's up with that brainwashing or whatever. But there's no way he can completely get rid of memories. It's exactly as he says. If you're able to awaken those memories in the deepest parts of his mind, you ought to be able to release them from the brainwashing. If you want to save your brother, make sure that your voice can reach him. Send my voice to my brother. You're the only one that can do it. Go on, Takeru. We'll clear up the rest of the small fry. Yeah. Come at me, Mars. I will defeat you and realize and offer this planet up to Emperor Azul. I won't let that happen. This Earth. I won't give this Earth or your heart to him. Just wait for me, Marg. I'll make sure my voice will reach your heart. Don't let Takeru die. Don't let Marg die. To win, convince Marg with Takeru.
But that
Also,
isn't actually to win.
That is your
Rose on
current.
the field. I'm guessing not actually.
Not there. Check the battleship. Nope, not that either.
That's just normal ships.
For now, you just have to deal with that. So, please note, you have one major problem at the moment.
What?
And that is... the new. The new's not so... The new can't fly. The new is not good at underwater combat.
What are you talking about? A adapter.
It can't move well underwater.
No, it can't move well underwater.
So, good luck. Also, you're going to try and get him kills?
Probably, but not on this turn. Once he has his fin funnels available, he'll be a lot better.
Even though he's only got 6 right now.
You know, the reasonable number of fin funnels.
I mean, after all, he's only got 6 funnels from the new.
Just like this Zabia only has 6 funnels.
But I mean, you can recharge them, right? They're designed for that, right?
That depends.
Well, I mean, it was designed to be able to recharge them. First time in a long time, show off the sniper rifle.
I've used it, I just haven't shown off
Hurry up
his
and get out of
attacks
here.
for quite a bit. This is probably one of the
This
shortest
rings.
ones.
This is it. My target's in sight. Start with... It's been a long time since we've showed off Crow's sniper. Or really anything with Crow's.
Oh yes, as I was
Correcting course. This'll finish it.
Luna Maria's infamous inability to hit a battleship continues on with her combo attack with Destiny. I don't know if that's in this game or not.
It is not.
The combo attack with the Destiny, just a small problem with it. She entirely misses. Every one of her shots misses.
Well, I mean, it hems the enemy in. You can say that that's what's happening.
I don't actually want you to advance too far.
Yep, be careful not to actually kill things with him. He doesn't need the kills.
I mean, it wouldn't be terrible for him to get kills.
But not great. Get going, Big O. Just tackle it as it tries to scorch you. That's the problem there. You're just gonna punch it.
Just punch.
Chop.
Is it even a punch? Is it even a chop? It's like
It's literally
hand
hand blade.
It's like an open-handed uppercut.
It's literally just hand blade, but
It seems inefficient.
not necessarily. I mean, it could have some pretty pointy fingers.
I know I certainly stabbed myself a couple of times putting fingers on the turn A, and it's still missing some on its right hand.
Oh no. You really?
Yeah, no, really. The left hand is the preformed hand. It has really fiddly fingers because it has MG 1.0 hands,
Fun.
where they're all individual, but they hadn't quite worked out how to make that well.
All he can do is slash.
Surprisingly good for his slash.
Make use of a strash. Avan Strash. That's just such a wonderful attack name, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's strong and it's a slash, therefore it is a strash.
That was a really long manga.
Yes. As a complete yes, what he's talking about is a complete tangent from what we were doing at the moment. Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is a very good series, even if it never really took off in America. But there was, at one point in time, back in the 90s, a Dragon Quest manga that ran in Shonen Jump magazine, the same place that runs Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, etc., etc. It was called Dragon Quest Dai's Great Adventure. It ran for over 300 chapters. That's a long time. That's, at least 6 to 8 years of worth of manga.
And it didn't fall apart towards the end.
No, it was actually still a pretty good series, despite being a licensed series.
Then again, Dragon Quest doesn't fall apart towards the end nearly as much as Final Fantasy.
Not at all.
Mind you, they're typically not quite as good story-wise, I'd say, but
it depends.
they're at least consistent.
Yes. But yeah, so they had a long-running Dragon Quest manga in Shonen Jump magazine. And it was actually good, which is why it ran so long.
And it recently showed up in such wonderful things as
Jump Force.
I was going to say the name, but I couldn't get it out.
Yep. Which is probably the only place most Americans have ever heard of it.
You think most Americans have heard of that even from there?
As I said, yes, that was kind of my point.
That's Mark.
Yeah, that's Mark. Do not kill.
Yes.
Yes,
What is this?
It's just another alien.
No, I mean, what am I? Sweetest attack thing.
That would be the Battle Wing. Yep, Battle Wing, just slash with wings. Yes, they wound up getting a bunch of really interesting characters in the Dragon Quest manga. Yeah, I believe the main characters were the protagonist, who is a Dragon Knight, which is a hero.
The word.
Yes, who's a hero imbued with dragonic blood. So that's, pretty cool. You had his companion, the mage, who wound up...
He can't fly.
Yep. His companion, the mage, who eventually class changed into a sage. You had a cleric turned monk, who wound up picking up a really neat move after a while of being away from the party and training, which was basically overheal, which is healing an enemy enough that it damages them.
Oh, was that from that?
Yes. So basically, you make use of the rampant cell regrowth in order to explode an enemy from within. Very not good to have happen to you. Let's see, and then they had the princess, who the protagonist had saved in the first 3 chapters back before it actually got serialized and wound up just going with them again later. Let's see. Hero. Yes, right. Yeah, the 5 main ones were hero, mage, mage sage, priest monk, princess, and then the 5th guy because...
Gunner?
No, they did not have a gunner. The priest actually had the gun. Yeah, their priest character, in an unusual thing, had something that her master had developed for her, which it was a magic gun. Basically, it was just a sort of special pipe with these little bullety things that could be infused with various spells. You cast a spell into it, slot it into the chamber, and fire. They wound up sacrificing it at one point by just overcharging as many spells into it as they could to save someone. Which was, sad, but also cool. But no, the 5th guy was, I can't remember his name, but he was one of the leaders of the Demon Lord's armies.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
It's Hyunkel, I think, was what they called him.
That does seem right.
Be careful here.
It's a battleship.
I know, but still. Fire! But yes. Hyunko was the commander of one of the Demon Lord's armies. And had a really cool pair of weapons he used that were a magic sword and magic spear. The magic sword was both a sword and a suit of armor in one. That was this really big bulky sword that he could just slam onto his chest and have it transform into a suit of armor. And the crest on top pops off as a sword. And then when that wound up breaking, when the hero used it, yay! He can now transform after moving.
Which is pointless in this game, but oh so helpful in later ones.
It's also good to have now because that's a key part of a secret. But, yes. Once his sword wound up breaking, when the protagonist used it in a duel against his father, and it just wasn't able to withstand the blows of Dragon Knights and super magic power, he wound up getting the magic lance that someone else had used, which was exactly the same thing in lance form.
Hello.
Hello, visitors in chat.
This is stage 41, Mark's life.
Yes.
Route split is next. There is a poll, or should be a poll.
So yes. So at this point in time, Godmars is having to deal with his brother again. The eternally brainwashed. Poor Marg. Possibly more important, there are 2 secrets we can get on this level. And next level is the final route split of the game, where we decide, do we stay on Earth to see what's happening with Dygard and Gurren Lagann? Or do we go up into space to see a bit of closure on Macross, Dan Cougar, and Godmars? That's the one. We won't be missing out on or picking up anything...
Secret, just...
Yeah. Either way, it's just what bits do we want to see? Do we want to get the equipment packs for the Valkyries? Or do we want to see the final battle? So equipment packs for Valkyries, Dead Cougar Nova getting its upgraded to Max God. Or do we want to see the battle with the Spiral King?
Which, honestly, all of it is very cool.
Yeah. Remember not to hit the battleship. Yes. Fun/amusing fact. In this stage, killing the battleship is actually a defeat condition. because that's Takeru's brother on there, and we don't want to kill him. We have to convince him that what he's doing is wrong. There you are. Just mouse over that house one more time. Quick X. Yes, that is his house. Ah! Inspector on Kokuji? Why are you in my house? I'll just say this, sir, but I'm not sneaking in here. I'm part of an investigation team to find out what was going on with your old man. But you came at a good point in time. Looks like I just found a really impressive treasure here. This is... You obtained Super Alloy Z. Think of it as something your grandfather left behind for you. Take care of it, kid. Thanks, old man on Kokuji. I'll be sure to protect Atami as well. I leave it to you. After all, no matter how much of a brilliant international inspector I may be, I'm not good against aliens or monsters.
Fair enough.
Yep. Don't leave taking down monsters to the cops. The cops have not had a good record. The cops in the JDSDF do not have a good record when it comes to dealing with, Godzilla. It's just a fact of life.
I think I actually need to transform.
Why?
I feel like I saw that I have to take him down with godmars.
You have to talk to him.
Oh, I'm talking to him right now.
Yes, you have to talk to him, then fight.
Oh yeah, there's still these three over here.
Slow clap. Third one.
Oh no, it can't fly.
It cannot fly.
Oh right. That's a thing.
Sure, Beam Saber.
Beam Sabers shouldn't weaken, right?
Yes, since you are, hitting something that is out of the water.
Fly straight up.
There we go. Yeah, beam weapons do work underwater in this game, it's just they are absolute crap underwater. They deal like a fifth of the damage at most.
Most games they alternate between those.
They alternate between doing little damage or...
no damage.
yeah.
Or in one cruel case, exactly the same amount of damage.
Really?
Yeah. C3, I believe, beam weapons do almost exactly the same. You intentionally were avoiding using Gundams, and then you found, oh hey, no, it doesn't matter.
No, it did still do damage, but less. Also, those were, that was... most of those Gundams were adapted to be able to fight underwater. After all of the Gundam wing mechs work underwater.
That's what they were designed for. Well, not what they were designed for. They were designed to survive landing underwater, which means you'll have to be underwater for a bit.
Yes, which is why both the Death Scythe and Wing, have big scenes underwater.
Zex's most important scene is underwater.
Really?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Zex's final scene.
Really?
The final scene of Zex.
Ah. Okay.
Zex Marquis. And the scene before he turns back to becoming Miliardo Peacecraft.
Mm-hmm. Shh, you shouldn't say that yet.
He's already said his name! He's already said, in-game, that his name is too heavy for him.
That's the name of Peacecraft. The King of War Peacecraft. That's one of the stages in the next game.
That's a great title. But how does he feel about Lovecraft?
I have no idea.
I don't think he's gonna kill.
But, yep. Miliardo Peacecraft. So it did not appear as though that was an episode. of
Wing?
which kind of surprises me because I mean that's a really good title. The King of War Peacecraft.
I mean, Miliardo was never the most important character.
But in Z3 at least, he's far more... In Z2 too at least, he's far more important than Trey's is.
As really is. He is the more important pilot.
I mean, Trey's just kind of drops out of the story after a bit. And then winds up showing up out of nowhere like, oh hey, look where I am, guys. Ha ha ha.
Trey's does have one of the most important lines in any Gundam, though. Just stay all there. I don't know where things are going to be coming from.
Dodge. Remember, godmars does not have to kill Rose, he just has to fight her, I think.
But he does have to kill Takeru. I think.
No.
Convince. Convince!
Listen to me, Marg! Erg, your heart's being manipulated by Soul! How dare you try and deceive me! Don't think that something as feeble as that will sway me! Remember! Remember our father Adia and our mother Ida! That our father was murdered by Soul! The time we spent with our mother! Adia, Ida, and I'm your... Silence, Mars! I won't allow you to get in Commander Marg's way. Rose? No, Captain. For the sake of Emperor Zul, we must defeat Mars! I know. Let's see. So long as that Vice Captain's there, Takeru's words won't get through to Marg. So all we have to do is separate them, huh? But how do we do that? Take down that ship. Is that okay, Takeru? That's the only way we have of separating Rose and Marg. I accept your resolve. All units, focus attack on the enemy battleship. Don't target the bridge. If we kill his brother, there's no point to it. Understood. Bishop. Dictionary here because I'm very curious what is being quoted here. Blank like a devil and blank like an angel. He is bold as a devil and as delicate as an angel.
Sounds right.
Okay, Crow. Let's go, Marg! I'll be sure to save you! Now destroy the battleship. Still Marg.
Yes, now I have to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
With godmars. Anything else is unacceptable.
Why was it blinking like that?
I don't know. I was actually just about to ask you if you knew why.
You didn't give me time to check what it was doing, but...
I didn't really notice it until after I applied that.
Nice job.
Nice bird.
Nice bird.
No, but I don't have him out on the field.
No, Setsuna's not out, so...
Setsuna is not out, but I believe the moon is.
You do need to defeat Marg with Takeru, so yeah.
Yes, the moon is. Not that matters.
The moon is out, but we do not have the satellite cannon available.
Or, you know, Zambot.
Keep on going, dodgy guy.
Ooh, no.
What? What was wrong?
I was about to use full drill eyes.
Oh. You are very low on energy, Gurren Lagann. What did you do?
Used multiple Giga drill breaks.
Hurry back, Mazinger. You're gonna miss the party.
You're gonna miss the fighting. The Mazinger will be sad.
Not this Mazinger. Coney, calm down. Calm down, Coney Cat. It's a pawpaw.
Ah. Alright.
Pawpaw. Come here, big black kitty.
The only one that's not post-movement.
Yeah.
Let's go!
The one
Change Getter 2!
The
Wrong button!
The only getter change attack we have yet to see.
As yelled by Itachi.
Pawpaw. I'm here and leave the pony alone. Here we go. For all
Tomahawk Storm.
of the tomahawks. Here is the Pawpaw.
My favorite attack for the Shin Getter one.
Big fluffy cat. Launch all missiles.
And then what's he gonna end with?
This is battle exceeding the speed of sound. Just go everywhere. The Getter 2 always looks so angry.
Yeah. At least the Shin Getter 2 does.
Yes. I mean,
Other Getter 2s, they don't look nearly as,
the Getter 1 has quite a look on its face, but it isn't angry. Pawpaw, what are you doing there?
he actually could be thinking about it.
Don't you dare, cat.
Commandora!
Just for more dodge.
Oh,
You might want to transform him.
yeah.
Just so he's got, movement
A lot more
at
movement.
all. It's hard to move underwater in a giant robot.
Well,
It's hard to move underwater, period, but...
What? Oh, music. I thought you
Yes.
were giving me a slow clap.
No, I was not. Wait for me, Marg! I'll be sure to break Zul's spell! Just hold on for a little bit more. I'll take out that ship so that my voice can reach you! But will Godmars get love?
The question is, do I need to defeat him in the Gaia or not?
I'll leave that up to you.
I'm gonna quickly save state,
Alright.
just in case things go wrong.
I mean, there's a full possibility it will. I think that ought to be fine.
Yeah, that should
It's
help.
got, 15,000 health.
That looks like
A final
nice.
Godmars would definitely do it.
Yeah, let's just go for the insurance. Also, do I have anyone with... Which of these has money?
Money is the middle one.
Oh, I didn't deploy...
Sayaka,
Yeah.
you fool! Turn on the art. We need to see it.
Yeah, I didn't deploy Sayaka, that is a mistake.
I'll show you the power of Godmars!
It's not the worst mistake, but it's a mistake.
Pony, what are you doing?
In C3, are you able to switch who's in the lead?
Yes.
Oh, you actually are able to?
Yes.
In that case, I fully applaud it.
Yes, at any point. You can only do it pre-movement, but it doesn't matter that much. Because your movement is the same regardless of who you have.
No. Transformer units.
Yes, really. If you have units that can only go on one unit that's land only and one unit that can fly, you're going to be grounded always.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the movement you have is a mix between the two.
Oh.
So if you've got one guy who can move 8 and one guy who can move 6, you're going to have a move of 7 regardless. Yep, just a little bit. This is bad. Retreat! We're evacuating Rose. Yes! Now! Gah! You, Mars! You're trying to steal the captain? Don't bother with me. Rose, hurry up and evacuate! Captain, I'm coming to save you! We won't let that happen!
Bonnie.
Sexus! Takeru, we'll slow them down! Go and get your brother now! I'm sorry, everyone! You How dare you get in my way? Aren't you in the wrong here for getting in the way of a reunion between two brothers? Prepare yourself, Pawn of Zool! And to Big Bro Takeru's place, we'll take you on! Wait, everyone, something else is coming!
And now he's coming from the island.
Coming from up north. The Beastmen? Let's see. The fact that there's a battleship-type gunman. Another of those 4 Heavenly Kings? Exactly right. I'm one of the Spiral King's 4 Heavenly Kings. Guam the Immovable. Guam? You're always by my father's side. Even you've come out? It's been a long time, Princess Nia. If you'd just gone ahead and decently died when you were thrown away, you wouldn't have suffered so much. Why would a father throw away their daughter? They're beasts, aren't they? Hey, there's no way that they've got hearts like humans. How rude you are, human. At the very least, can't you call us lordly beasts? See. Those of you from another planet should listen as well. This is a good opportunity, so allow us to teach you the terror of the Spiral King. What? Our king is eternal. See. It's almost been it's been close to 1,000 years since he created me. 1,000 years? Is that guy immortal or something? Something like that's supposed to scare us? Oh, you don't understand. I suppose that is how humans are. You seek to turn ignorance into knowledge and continue on the path towards destruction. Just like that Sao Tome man. What the hell do you know about the old man? Talking about his heavy armor and the weight of age, all knowledge across the world is gathered here. So there really was a reason they were attacking the research lab. Beastmen? Mysterious life forms? This is what Emperor Zul and Commander Zagul warned about. The Spiral King knows all, after all. It's a simple matter to create and raise a child for him.
I need to stop that.
And once you get bored of them, you throw them away. Just like a doll. Like a doll? You asked the king why you were born, didn't you? And that, of course, was the problem. The king does not care for those with a mind of their own. Of course. After all, well, a mind of its own isn't needed for a beloved doll, is it? Nia isn't a doll. She's got a heart and everything. She saved me. If you aren't going to accept that, then you really are just beasts. How foolish you are. And that is precisely the reason that I have been forced to come out here. Allow me to confirm your power. Are they trying to take us all out? Then you must be destroyed along with these humans. All units, watch out! This is going to be a 3-way fight. Wait a moment. Something else is coming down from above. That's... Was that known from before? Let's see. As a result of analyzing the flight paths, it looks like they came from the moon! From the moon? What the hell are those things? Don't think they're gonna answer even if we ask them. All we can do is fight them down. It appears as though they've come for the same reasons as I have. If the observer on the moon is acting, this may really be an abnormal situation. All units! We're targeting both the Beastmen, the commanders, and the Gishin commanders. Focus fire on them! Since we do not know what the unknown's goals are, we cannot underestimate them. Till the Takeru returns, we've got to do what we can on our own. Takeru, do your best to get back your brother's heart. So, defeat the Daigondo. Defeat the Gishin robot. SR point is destroy the Daigondo. It retreats at below 10,000 HP.
Alright.
So yes, you've got that thing with Rose.
Which I don't want to destroy yet.
Yeah, because Takeru needs to do that.
Run along.
And you have the boss from Garden Lock-In.
Right here.
Keep going, King Dinner.
Well,
You could really use acing.
He's pretty close to ace.
Yes, he's good to ace because
Game
that-
changer.
game champion. Oh, Simone now has hot blood.
Nice. Let's see. 5.
65. Remember, he can't fly. You probably want him to go along the city streets. Buildings, you know, they kind of get in the way if you can't fly. Just a bit. A little bit. Solar Punch.
Not quite moved to kill.
Not quite.
But now he's going to be using a ton of energy every single turn.
No, you can adjust that. And just like standard, he'll, you know, adjust down in case the rep finds it necessary. Those guys are tough. Sure you don't want to try Surrender Cutter instead? Surrender Cutter is cheap. At this point in time, I just leave it.
So he doesn't even have focus.
He doesn't need focusing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, turn A, you can stay down here and
Pick away at it.
I'm sure it won't die from a single hit.
Go forth, Blade of Light.
Famous last words.
Pretty much.
But I'm sure it will not.
Coney, stay away from the gunpla.
She's going the right direction now. She's going the wrong direction now. Coney! Do not pull down my F91 or the 00 Razor. Other direction's fine. Actually, there's really nothing that would be good for you to pull down there. I've already had one gunpla damaged.
No, we don't know if it's actually damaged or not.
No, it's not actually damaged, it's just, you know... What's the term? It just fell to pieces. Sure, go ahead and get killed. You need kills.
I'm worried. You're moving like you're going to spray something. Hyper Beam Saber. That's probably going to be way overkill.
Yeah.
Definitely
I don't
overkill.
mind. I don't mind some overkill.
How's it going with the battleship, though?
What?
Enemy battleship.
The enemy battleship? Nothing's close to it yet.
You already hit it with the turn A.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
That battleship, not this one.
The one you need to be more cautious about.
He's got 15,000 health left.
Okay.
And I only had a turn A by it.
Probably want to keep moving up. Because it just uses its Sword of Light. How dare you, human! You're not ready yet, Takeru? Die, Mars! Stop it, Marg! Have you really forgotten me? No matter who you are, I shall destroy all who go against Emperor Zul! Gah! This is the end, Mars! All traitors must die! I won't let you! That pendant is... Mark's returned. Now's the time! Shockwave! Gah! Mark. As long as you try and attack the Earth, this won't end. Mars. Mars, is that you? What? What was I doing? Mark? I feel as if I was in a dark cloud. But I heard your voice. And that pendant was entrusted from my mother to me, and from me to you. Mark, you recognize me? You're my brother. Brother! Mars, what's happening? Feels like it's been almost 20 years since you were kidnapped. But you finally remembered me. That's right. Emperor Zul tried to steal my past. And on the Emperor's orders, I was fighting you. But it's fine, Marg. I won't let you go. I won't let you go again. Mars. Brother. Mars! What are you doing to the captain? Rose? Rose! I won't let you hurt Mars! Captain Marg, please move out of the way! No! Even if I die, I'll protect him! What are you doing, Rose? Zul? The one who knows of the end. Did you come to this place on your own? Hurry up and shoot Mars. But, Captain Marg... I do not care. Since his memories have returned, I have no further use of him. But... Zul! I won't let you manipulate Rose. Mars! Let go of the captain. That is right. Fire, Rose. Die, Mars! Mars! Marg, you covered for me. Give it Gaia! Mars. Marg, I won't hand you over to anyone. You're my brother. Six gods combination! Incredible. It almost feels like Takeru's soul is burning. I can't allow this to happen. A power such that cannot be allowed to exist. Takeru? I'll fight! For the sake of the peace I swore I'd keep with Marg. How dare you, Mars? Let's go, Rose. Feel the full force of my wrath and Marg's sorrow! Godmars.
I haven't finished Gurren Lagann either. I watched the first part.
No. The important part to remember here is this will only go to the end of part 2 of the series. So about halfway through.
It'll only go until...
the end of the fight with the Spiral King, before the time skip. The time skip itself is reserved for the start of the next game.
And then there isn't much story for it in Z3-1.
Yes, because they already went ahead and finished the story technically, but they had to bring him back.
But they didn't.
They Yes, they pretty much finished the story of Gurren Lagann in...
That was a lot of damage.
In the second game here, but, thing is, they still didn't fully finish it because they wanted
The movies.
for the end. No, that's not why. It's because they wanted for, you know, the big climactic final scene going further along to give you the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Because if you're going Gurren Lagann, you've got to go all the way. No, Gurren Lagann was not Shonen Jump at all. It was entirely an anime, with no manga it was based on.
And it was made in such a way that as soon as they aired the 26th episode, if it wasn't popular, they would go bankrupt.
Because that's the way that Gainax rolls.
They still roll that way, pretty much.
Yeah. But hey, it also is responsible for creating Studio Trigger.
There's a
Pretty
reason
much.
a Gainax ending is a thing.
But I would not say that Gurren Lagann has one.
No.
Are you sure you want to do that at this point? Not soften it up a bit more?
Yeah, because I don't want it to get the kill.
Yeah, you do want godmars to get the kill.
No, you don't need to. All
Anyways.
you need is dialogue.
Mars! Mars. On the Emperor's orders, I will kill you! Are you really that hot-blooded? Has your fear of the Emperor made you throw away your human heart? I'm the same as all children of Emperor Rasul. Dude. No matter how we're related, we all live underneath his glory. He is everything for us. So you're just going to go against your own heart? What? See? If you just follow everything yours, you're nothing more than a machine. I won't lose to someone like that. I can't possibly lose.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get the kill at all. He just needs that dialogue.
Yep.
Eh, not the best, but that's an acceptable place for you to be.
Lol. Do not drown. Turn A. I was going to say I'm not sure if the turn A is watertight or not, but it kind of has to be, I think.
It's not like a scope dog. No, not scope. It's not like Zabungle units, which are not watertight.
Zabungle units are definitely not watertight.
Actually, they are fully watertight, except for one small area.
The cockpit?
The cockpit.
Of course. I was going to say, and then you've got the Estivalises, which, in hindsight, really concerns me. Because Estivalises, being used a lot for space combat, you'd think they should be watertight, right? But when Gai Daigoji lands his at the bottom of the ocean, following a swap, it's leaking everywhere. It's such a beautiful scene from episode, 2. And yet, you sure you want to do that? And not save it for the other guy?
Yeah, it's probably better to save it though. Except I can't range up.
We could still use the pulsar dringing. Because apparently that's what this is called. Why do you fight? Do you really hate to carry on us Earthlings? It isn't a matter of that. I fight on Lord Zul's orders. If you really think that's right from the bottom of your heart, then I won't say anything. But if you even have a little bit of worry about it, then stop fighting! Why? Why would you say something like that to me? I know a woman who was a lot like you. She was desperately trying to kill her hard as she fought. Silence! See, I'm a subordinate of Lord Zul. This life is his to offer. Is fighting all we can do? Who knows, Marin? But good luck, Marin Raygun.
Did you see about the Baldios ending of Z1?
Baldios ending is what the bad ending is?
No, it's what one of the 2 bad endings is.
I thought there was only one.
Yeah, it's the bad ending that is ludicrously hard to get if you are not actively looking for it.
Hyper Jammer acquired.
Nice.
3 levels. Well done, Baldios.
He wasn't
Friendship.
behind.
I got godmars. Please, stop, sister! Ruby? Is that you, Ruby? Please stop, sister! What reason is there for her to be serving as a pawn of Zool? Rose is Rui's sister? See, back when our planet fell to Emperor's Zool, our army disbanded. Why could you understand? I... Sister! Rose, you...
Go back, Baldios. Does Excel not? I thought Excel lasted a turn.
No. One action. Fire the cannons. Inner. Can you score a kill? That was a waste of energy, but...
Not that much. Because it was this one, wasn't it?
No, you used the max power.
But I didn't use... Did I use that?
Yes.
Oh. Oh well.
You used his strongest attack on something with less than 1,000 HP left.
Not the worst thing ever.
We salute you for your foolishness, sir. Map attack.
That is too much energy.
How much?
Half my energy?
That's because you're low on energy, but... At the same time.
I mean, I've got hot blood, so... And I should also have...
But now you can't use that combo on the boss. Oh well, this'll hurt.
I don't care about using it on the boss. I've got everything else to use on the boss.
Just drill a big circle, crush it in. Two kills. Get Akagi moving. Oh hey. I'm not quite sure what his co-pilot picked up there, but it sounded interesting. Let me click on that guy for a minute. Whatever. Yep. +1. Okay, it's just friendship. Full heal. Friendship is good though. Fully heal an allied unit. It's always nice when you can get full heals like that. Mazinger is looking pretty injured.
Not really. Yeah, it was. It's not the best shape. Why didn't...
I don't know.
Why didn't that trip?
Could be some weird quirk of these guys. It's probably because they're yellow army.
Probably.
Unless all of the beastmen count as yellow. They might. Yeah, so I don't know.
That was weird.
Well, I mean, they, as enemies are weird, period. They're crazy things from the moon. Seven levels.
Yep.
You have truly ignored the Ptolemaeus.
I haven't found healers to be that useful in this game.
Trust me, it's far better in the sequel.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
When you get extended range as well.
Yeah, my only healers have been the Ptolemaeus, which is... it's decent. Wow, that was a mistake.
Well, the auto picked up his final attack. There are other people who need those kills, you know.
I didn't think it would kill.
You saw how much damage the first one did. In excess of 9,000. Bobby has Accelerate if you want it.
Yeah, of course I want to get it. At least over there.
Keep moving, Shiriko. I would ground if you're going to do that. Third option.
No. Grounding is not the best option.
And why do you say that?
So that's going to get forced to the ground.
Yes, but you can't
Oh, wait,
take
okay.
advantage of the effect if you're in midair.
Alright, first person to attack him. No dialogue.
Yep. Alright, so General Guam and
What
your
is
big
this thing
spinny bot. His big spinny bot of death.
That just looks like something off BattleBots on steroids.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a giant spinny thing. It just keeps spinning in circles and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, and anything that touches it gets shredded to pieces. It is exactly like a spinner from BattleBots. As you shall see.
Dome-shaped instead of the flatter ones.
Yep. Whee! Spinning.
It's a fake thrust hurricane.
Except this is dragging you in instead. Wow, that done a lot of damage to the big O.
Yeah!
So be very careful.
That was my thoughts exactly. That was more damage than I was... Okay, I presume.
Now, beam rifle.
Yeah, right.
But you're going to use fin funnel as well.
Yeah, level 5.
It's always nice to have a lot of pilots. Yeah, you have very few enemies left now.
I only have this left. This and the one off to the side.
That's going to use a gun pod on you. It's got guns? That's all I can think. That thing has guns on it. I mean, I guess like those little slits at the
I'm
bottom.
going to be
could
really disappointed if it just doesn't open up and have two ridiculous arms.
Well, it's based on an armadillo, remember?
We're both wrong.
They look like skeletal faces. Because everything's got to be face. It's Gurren Lagann. That is Gurren Lagann.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's 0% hit chance.
You're still dodging. Dodge animations can be weird at times. Finger, net, arm. Or not Punisher.
Actually, for some reason you think this will kill.
No, it's that it barely has any ammo for the Great Not Punisher.
Might as well
It's got
kill
2
something
ammo,
else.
so... So it doesn't want to waste... It doesn't want to waste half of its ammo. Half of its remaining ammo.
3 kills remaining.
14... No, 4. Right. 4. Well, you're probably going to end up keeping most of them for the next route split if we go with Gurren Lagann. And let's remember, Roger isn't important. His ace bonus isn't too huge.
Man, just if I could support attack from here.
Yes! You can.
I can? No, I can't.
You've got to attack again.
No, I meant if I could support attack it with the full Macross cannon. Is what I meant. I don't know if that's a good idea, though.
You're currently set for a double Mugen Punch. Do you not want to do that?
No. Health. I think that'd be a bit too much.
I doubt it.
it would be...
Look at it. He dealt 7,000 on a crit. Oh, right.
That's why I said that. Alright, so my strongest option is probably those two put together.
Or... no, you can't do that.
Overkill for the win?
Yes.
I have an exact plan that should possibly work.
Possibly, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I think.
It would be better if it were just off to the side a
Why are you
bit.
using the Giga Drill Break on this?
It's the only enemy left on the map.
Or not.
I don't think there's going to be a third wave.
We shall see.
I highly doubt there'll be a third wave.
We're getting close to the end, though. Goodbye, Tapir thing.
Alright.
So your plan is to... Ryoma... Go ahead and apply Crow's final skill.
His final skill.
Ignores defensive abilities.
Ah, yeah. Alright, now.
Hot Blood.
Is this hot blood?
Yes.
Hot blood plus... one
Luck.
of these is money.
That's money.
And might as well apply the other if I can.
Yeah. And check what Hayato has just in case.
He has flash. Oh, yes. Analyze, might as well. Can't do any of the others really, but...
Down to the bottom one.
I couldn't have done it.
Yes, I know. Yeah, that also ignores defensive skills, so it's nice to remember. Alright, so Hayato?
Can you stack analyzes?
No,
I see.
you cannot.
Alright, so...
She didn't get her change attack. Hot Blood. Just Crow for ACP 5s.
This is my best bet.
Alright!
Would you not agree?
Yeah, probably at this point in time. Answer me, the Armadillo! What the hell did you know about old man Sao Tome? If you want to know, then you'll have to pull me out of this machine. Those beastmen want to get a raise? As if we'd let them. See? For cats, it's something. For pigs, it's something else. And for Armadillo, it's the getter. Let's see. Did not work quite right.
Oh, Mama.
Getting... Keeps on thinking that's oval.
Oh well.
Like a laser before a cat, and like pearls before swine. You know, there's no way we'd hand the getter over to an armadillo. See. I'm saying that this is for your own good. This is for your own good. I won't say anything bad. Everything is as the Spiral King wills it. Unfortunately, we aren't the sort of people who are going to entrust our fate to another. Alright, I'll give up on asking you about it. Since come this, we'll beat the crap out of you and take it straight to your boss. Good luck, Ryoma.
Shouldn't get her change. Plus ACP 5s.
Plus Hot Blood. Let's go! Open and get!
The only thing that would be better is if I also had Soul on Crow.
Lol. Look at it. Isn't it so aerodynamic in its flight? Grab with the claws, zip around. I love the crazy flight pattern the Getter 2 has. And finish off with Getter Beam, full force.
Shit. Shit.
Yes.
Oh, that alone was enough.
Yeah. Just as an amusing note,
No.
for anyone who has not seen Getter Robo Armageddon, I know I haven't. Getter Robo Armageddon is written Shin Getter Robo, like the mech Shin Getter, but rather than Shin, it is read Change Getter Robo. I'm just always amused anytime I see that. Japanese loves having fun with furigana, which are the little characters that tell you how to read something. Yes, our point acquired. You humans truly are dangerous.
What's the difference between the red getter and the black getter? The black getter is the original getter, but it's piloted only by Ryoma after 10 years, and it's been modified.
Basically...
It's got a lot of spikes.
Basically, the getter wound up getting scrapped and flung away to the moon due to an incident we will see at the start of the next game. And so Ryoma, with his limited knowledge, sort of kit-bashed it together with a bunch of spare parts he found and rebuilt it. The red getter is just the getter.
And this current getter is the Shin.
Yes. All units retreat! We must report to the Spiral King! Yeah. My father was everything to me. All I had to do was believe in him and trust in him. That's how I survived. And so even now I wanted to trust in him some. I don't really understand it, but it doesn't have anything to do with how you're born or being a princess. I mean, no matter what, Nia is Nia after all, right? And so you should just live the way you want. Yes. Yes. And I'll live the way I want as well. That's what you taught me. Thank you, Simone. With this, we fought against all of the 4 Heavenly Kings. See, we didn't lose against everything the Beastmen had to throw at us. It's almost time for us to put an end to this. So both the Beastmen and the aliens have left, huh? Garu. Marg! Get a hold of yourself! Marg! Looks like... this is... goodbye, Mars. This is... as far as I could go. No! Don't say things like that! I'll leave the rest to you, Mars. But I want to see the ocean. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's as if I'm being swallowed up by the ocean of this planet. Brother. The one who's evil is Zul himself. Not everyone on the planet is the same as him. That's what I believe. Brother? Brother! Moment of silence. Back to the frontline base. Rose, you have failed again. I sincerely apologize. Do you think this will end with an apology? Marg was a trump card for me. See. The fact that his memory returned lies solely on you as his vice captain. I've already prepared myself. Are you asking me to let you die? See. I lost to Mars and the Earthlings. I haven't... nothing left. With this, my part as a soldier of Gishin has been irreparably shattered. What a foolish thing to say. You fight for my sake, and you shall die for my sake. Go forth, Rose, and take down Mars. Continue on until your insignificant life is worn out. Until my life is worn out? Am I really just a battle machine to him? That's fine. I don't want to worry about my life anymore. But... Marg's revival. If something like that was able to happen, then... back to Atami here. Marg is sleeping at the depths of this sea. Marg, Takeru. That face. You're thinking about taking revenge for Marg, aren't you? That's... Takeru. Please, don't forget the reason that you fight. What? You're fighting for the sake of peace, aren't you? It isn't in order to relieve a grudge. But, Mother... What was Marg's life then? Even though we were born together, he died so much sooner than me. That's what fate is. If you and Marg had been swapped then, I'm sure you would have walked the same paths. It would have been better that way. If rather than sending me to Earth, you'll have sent Marg to Earth. Takeru, do you really think that? I'm happy to have met you, Mother. Even if Marg's body may be gone, he still lives on in your heart, doesn't he? The two of you will always be one. No matter how far separated you are, your hearts will always be connected. Two of us are one. If Marg is sad, then you just have to be that much happier, right? And if you do that, I'm sure he'll be happy too. Even though the two of you were split apart when you were born, your hearts were always one. Mother. Go. Remember that Marg is in your heart. Everyone in Zexus is waiting for you. Yeah. Takeru.
What?
I'm fine. I haven't forgotten my promise to Marg. I'll fight on. For the peace of this planet, and for the entire universe. Mars. That strong heart of yours is what gives us strength. Rui, will you tell me a bit about your sister? About Rose? At the time when our planet wound up falling under the rule of the Gishin, my sister was selected for her psychic powers in order to become one of Zul's subordinates. So she isn't from there? And now she's a part of this attack squad directly under his command. Please, Takeru, save my sister. No, with your hands. Put my sister. I won't do that. What? Even though you may say that, you're hoping that she'll come back, aren't you? And I'm sure that somewhere in her heart she's conflicted about Zul's orders. Did you feel something with your psychic powers? It isn't something like that. It's just something that my heart felt about her. Even if our roles may have been switched between enemy and ally, just like me, she had feelings for Marg. Thanks to that, our hearts were linked a bit. It's just like you say, Mars. I don't want my sister to fight. Rui, you can leave Rose to me. I understand. I'll go back to our home plan and wind up fight in order to get rid of the Empire. Even if in the fight against Zul you wind up killing my sister, I won't bear it against you. I'm trusting in you, Mars. You're fighting not just for yourself, but for this whole galaxy. Since Emperor Zul has come to this solar system, the attacks on the Earth are only going to get fiercer from now on. But that could be a chance as well. If we're able to take him out, we could put an end to this whole fight. When that allied army starts actually working, it'll mean a worldwide battle against us and them. If that happens, the casualties are only going to get even larger. Before that, we have to take Zul. I have to stop Zool. Not I. We. Let's go, Takeru. With Mark in our hearts. Yeah. Hero's Seal acquired. So. Well done.
First off, what is the Hero's Seal?
First off, Super Alloy Z.
It's that one.
Hero's Seal. Plus 25 mobility, plus 25 accuracy, plus 25 critical, and plus 200 armor. You can see why that's good for Chirco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than the Gerium or the cartridge. And then Super Alloy Z. Plus 1200 HP, plus 250 armor, and heals 10% HP start of turn. Kitty. Please don't do that. Do not try and tear up the carpeting.
I will give it to him or not. Seems like probably the best option though is Chirico.
So, at this point in time, we are getting perilously close to having to decide where we're going to go on this route split. Do we stay on Earth and see what's happening with Dygard and Gurren Lagann? Or do we go up to space and see what's happening with Dancougar, Macross, and Godmars? Anyone who's listening in, feel free to chime in the comments with which you think we should do. We've already heard a couple of people before saying we should go with Gurren Lagann, but we'll wait a little while to see if we get any responses. This for now, as you've got a bit of time to decide while making your upgrades. So.
Needs 10 storage.
You are thinking about it.
What?
You are thinking about it.
Yeah, I am definitely considering it. But if we go on the Gurren Lagann route, I won't even have him for quite a while.
Well, in that case, shouldn't you just try and get to the split and see?
Yeah.
Be sure to do sub orders.
Yeah, I already have. That's why I have so much money.
Okay.
That bit seemed like a reasonable thing to do, though.
Hello,
At least level up
Francesca.
its weapons once.
How are you, little potato cat?
Alright. I guess...
Go ahead and save.
Check on pilots first.
You.
Well, you got plenty to get.
Does he choose through energy quite a bit? Please be careful. Little potato cat, would you like to show up on camera? Come here, girl. The kittens do not wish to appear on camera.
Just gonna check to see if anyone else has anything. Alright. Save, then I'll be back in a minute. Check on the poll.
Alright.
Did the poll actually launch at all?
It should have.
It should have, but that doesn't mean that it did.
Let's see. No votes so far. So we do not at this point have any votes on which path to take between the two of them. Alright. So yes. So in just a minute we'll be taking the route split. Once again, if anyone out there in the chat has any opinions on which route to take, if we should go see the end of part 2 of Gurren or see what's happening with Dan Cougar and Godmars, feel free to chime in. Hello, Tagami. Hello there. Would you be willing to make a small appearance for us? And for a very short time here, I have one of our other kittens to show up. Our little potato cat, Francesca. She squirms a lot. And doesn't like her belly being rubbed while held. Calm. Calm. No
So
sharp.
did it
No sharp.
launch?
Yes, but no responses. So, at this rate, if no one chimes in, looks like we're going to be
Staying on Earth.
staying on Earth to deal with Gurren since we've had some people ask for that before.
Which means I'll be upgrading, well,
You'll find out.
yeah.
Alright.
Not the Gurren though. Its full upgrade
Yes.
bonus is not great.
Yeah, the Gurren full upgrade bonus in Z2 Hawkeye actually sucks. It's just survive one lethal hit with 10 HP.
In all later ones, though, it gets a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like energy and other things.
Alright, Langley base in the Britannian Union. Hey! So you're that flag fighter guy, right? Takamakan? Takura Kaman? What was it? From the Takuramakan Desert? Yeah, that's it! I met you back when the three countries were having their allied army thing then, right? I remember there were dreadlocks. Who are you? How dare you say you don't know me? I'm the ace of the AU, Patrick Colasaur! Colasaur. Yeah! Ah, I remember you. You're the guy who first encountered the Gundams and got beat senseless. Don't rub salt in my wounds! More than that. Where's the Top Gun of the Britannian Union? Commander Aker isn't participating in this operation. Is that so? Well, after all, we're going to be facing aliens, beastmen, and to top it off, those Imperium guys. Anyone could be a coward. But so he's just a coward and ran away, huh? So the ace of the overflags isn't so big after all. Don't make fun of our captain. Don't fight! Violence is bad! Lieutenant Ensign Patrick Colasor. I thought I heard something unpleasant, so it was you that was the cause. You're... Good afternoon. Hello, Orange Coon. You aren't looking so good. What's with that, Orange? I am not orange! Please leave it at that, Sir Jeremiah. After all, we aren't here to cause internal problems. However, he... understood. Sir Jeremiah Gottwald. It looks as if his body's been crammed full of machines. Mr. Darrell, I sincerely apologize for the commotion we've caused. Excuse us here. Yes, Jeremiah Gottwald is now part machine. Cyberguised. Yas-proofed. Nice job, tech guys. They just kind of fished him out of the room and we're like, well, it'd be at least a waste to leave him as is, right? Let's do what we can.
$6 million man with a lot less budget.
Sure. A lot less budget and a lot more mad scientists who are dealing with supernatural powers. Yes. Kurugi Suzaku, the test pilot operating directly under Prince Schnezel. Looks as if he's changed a lot since our last time working together. As if he's almost like he's a freshly sharpened blade. A Japanese-made one at that. You're Professor Lloyd. As you know, a lot happened in Area 11 recently. Sir Jeremiah wound up suffering some gravest wounds in the battle against the Black Knights, but he wound up surviving due to some remodeling. Of course, it isn't exactly perfect here yet. If so, then why is he participating in this army? He's the one who he wanted to do so on his own, just like Suzaku. I wonder if it's because they heard from Prince Schnezel about the real objectives of this allied army. However, Kurugi Suzaku is... Let's see. This time he was one of Princess Euphemia's knights. Let's see. Knights. And since he's lost his master, he's now cooperating with us. Euphemia! She's that rumored assassinating princess, right? There are limits to her insolence. See. She is... See. Even if she is dead, she was still an Imperial Princess. Please do be mindful of the way you talk about her. See. And that is precisely why the people involved should not say anything more than they need to about such an incident. You're the next Marquis of Oz! I won't lose to you! I'll make use of this alliance to prove that to prove which of us is the superior race of the AEU. The ace of the AEU, Something such as that is completely foolish. What? Please don't bother about my subordinates. They need to learn a bit more about how to cooperate with others. Alright, Captain! And once this allied army offensive is over, I'd like to take some personal lessons from you on the subject. If possible, in your room! Ensign, We are currently on the... This world is currently in the midst of a great many troubles at this time. Do you not think about that problem? Yes! Not at all! I can't leave you alone, can I? Does that mean... Before the briefing commences, I order you to give me a full report on the current state of the world, including the meanings behind Imperium's actions. What? After all, things are getting to the point where I may actually have to give you personal lessons on things. Alright! Wait. Patrick Gullisaur here! I shall devote my full spirit energy into writing this report for you! Love at first slap. I sincerely apologize for having to show something so unsightly to the lot of you. No. The fact that he's excitable as ever is most reassuring. No, I'm honestly embarrassed by how little he's grown since then. The world is changing. It's the young people like him and Ensign and Pierce who will be the ones to create the future. Lieutenant, are we actually going to be able to win this? What a foolish question. We were all gathered expressly so that we could win, weren't we? Alright. We're going to have... With this, you'll be able to have a victory as well. Yes. Victory, huh? But what will it be against, I wonder? The aliens? Our external foes, Imperium? It's only going to be after we defeat them this world will have a future. But I wonder if we'll be able to do it. It's a good question. Back to the battle camp. And so Zexus is going to be split into two teams once again. I see. Because you guys don't think you can trust Elgonronic, you're going to be making decisions on your own. After all, with what happened back at the Saotome Research Lab, the invaders have quieted down? Gotten even worse? One of the two.
That's a pretty big difference.
I believe I see the character for quiet. The invaders' movements have quieted down for now. So as a result of this, we're going to be splitting our forces into two. One group will be heading to the Dark Continent in order to deal with the Beastmen, and the others will be heading up to space to deal with the aliens. But the ones who are heading up to space will be heading off to the Dragon's Hive first. And why is that? I think it's got something to do with those mysterious unknowns that have been shown all over the place. Seems as though the Fog Sweeper of the Dragon's Hive knows something about him. So before we go up and deal with the aliens, we better find out about that first. Depending on things, depending on how that goes, we may wind up even having to go to the moon. Just like Representative Elgin, you can't say things very decisively at the moment, huh? Oh well. After all, both the aliens and the Beastmen have their goals unknown, don't they? Who cares about the reason? We just have to take him down a little bit quicker than we can. After all, we still have those mysterious people pulling the strings behind the curtains and Imperium to deal with, right? If this stretches out long, if any of this stuff stretches out too long, this entire world's going to be beyond repair. The team that's going to be heading to the Dark Continent will use the Daiguren as their base. It'll be Team Daiguren, Mazinger and Aphrodite, 21st Century Defense Corporation, Takeda General Company, the Getter Team, Zambot, the Daitarn, the Big O, the Walker Machines, the Geniuses from Japan, the Black Knights and the Colony Gundams, along with Athena, Renton, and Chirico. Thus that means the ones who are going up to space will be the Macross Quarter, Ptolemaeus, the SMS, Crusher Squad, Celestial Being, God Sigma, Baldios, the Aquarian, Team D and the other Dan Cougars, the Grand Knights, and the Gundams from Zooth. And as usual, I'm free to pick which route I want to go with. Don't act so proud about it. Hey, it's just proof that they respect my free will. Well, after all... Well, it's not as if you have a debt to them, after all. Please don't drag out down my dreams like that. So, which are you going to go with? Let's see. So, this is the last chance for anyone in chat to be able to chime in. Do we go to the Dark Continent and see Gurren Lagann's ending? Or do we go up to space to deal with Dan Cougar and others?
Pat, not that direction.
Yes, leave the gun flash off alone, kitty.
Do not take down the Amatsumuna as well.
So, anyone in chat have an opinion? Or are we just going to head off to the Dark Continent? Clunk goes the cat.
These interesting units I'm going to have to use. Probably actually have to use walker machines.
Yep. Have fun with that.
I mean, they're not terrible, they're just... I mean...
Routes are routes. Either one is usable. We can go with either. I will say that the one I did before was space, when I was playing through on my own. So I don't know what's happening at the Dark Continent.
So, Dark Continent. Why not?
Alright, off to the Dark Continent. End of part 2 of Gurren Lagann. And a bit of Dygard. Guess I'll go to the Dark Continent. I'm worried about those beastmen. After all, if they're still running around, you won't be able to focus on Imperium, will you? Taking out Imperium, recovering peace. Those will be the keys. Paying back my debt. Both of them are necessary. Taking down Imperium to win back peace. Paying off my debt to return my freedom. I need both of them, huh? I saw about those sphere things in the report you sent me. I think that with that I'll be able to analyze the VX system a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. By the way, try and find out what route the idiot got his hands on the VX system. Understood. Alright. In addition with the information about the spheres, it's time to it's time to see how much money you got. Let's go! Now this time we've got a drum roll following it up. I'm the one pounding it. Doesn't it sound nice? Bad girl in a drum. Delinquent girl in a drum. Even though they don't have a ponytail, you did a pretty good job. Had to top it off. And to top it off, just for that set, you wound up dragging a drum set into the lab's office. Is it a problem? If it's a problem, just go up and say it. I'm just a clown and idiot, aren't I?
Poor Esther.
Calm down! Oh, and don't take out your emotions on the drum set. I'm happy! Yeah, I really do appreciate what you're setting these up for me every time. Really? Alright, I'll have to do my best the next time too! Yeah, good luck with that. Alright then, let's tally up how much you've received. And the gong as well. See, this time's reward is 400,000 G. The remaining debt is 1,100,000 G. Alright, with that I've almost paid off half of it. It does make it feel like it was worth fighting those tough guys. Isn't that nice, Crow? It's all thanks to the two of you backing me up. Well, that's quite high praise coming from you. But yep. Even I've got to change a bit with the way the world is changing. That's a good thing about you, isn't it, Crow? Thanks, Esther. I'll try my best with the beaut. And a cute girl cheering me on. What? Oh dear. For a response that was, yeah? Which is probably part of why Carlos winds up calling her kitten all the time.
This cat doesn't.
What happened? Cute? You're calling me cute? Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this.
As you probably should.
Crow Bruce. Remaining debt. 1,100,000 G.
And it's time to suborder again!
So, what do we have? Zamba. Daitarn.
Trider.
Walker Machines. Scope Dog. Orgus. Nikik. Gundams. Getter.
And
Mazinger.
Mazinger.
Aphrodite. Daigard. Big O. King Gainer. Black Knights.
I mean, there's not
Gurren Lagann.
all that much I'm missing.
Nirosh. Yeah, there's a fair bit you're missing, but you have a chance. It's not as if everything is junk.
Oh, you're going into money.
Simone, your choice. The other good option to do with him would be
Money.
put him... No, I was going to say PP. For both Crow and him, that's a good idea.
I think money. Personally.
Money is typically one of my last resorts. I hardly ever need money.
Sure, go in there.
Yes, you are probably going to use. Roger. Gainer. Gonna put him in.
In or definitely go in.
You could use Ace. Roger, Daigard.
Zero go in there.
You got the other Gurren Lagann units there. Renton's at the bottom. Jericho. Koji.
Well, considering that, I'll go ahead and throw.
Duo doesn't need it anyway. PP. You've still got it arranged by level, but that'll give you a good idea of who the people you use the most are. Got Roger there. And Crow. That's Crow. Down is Roger.
Screwed up there.
Patrol.
This would be too hard to deal with.
So that one is Rosu. Not that one. That's Renton.
Yeah. There's no real reason to put Roshu in. No, because I don't know who I'm trying to put in places.
That's Banjo.
Sure, Banjo, go.
Banjo.
Sure,
Sarah.
you people go.
Renton's probably a good idea to level. Why not?
I did not put Renton in.
Renton is the very lowest. He is the lowest level character you have.
Oh, huh. In that case, definitely not going in.
Alright. Well done.
And now I can fully upgrade 2 units, probably. Depending on the units. The Mazinger might be a good one to fully upgrade.
You're really going to want to think about this. But not take too much time, because it's already past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
Holy crap, Gurren Lagann's weapons. You've not put any money into them.
Yeah, I have. I started
Compared
at
to
0.
everyone else.
I have most things at 5. 4 or 5.
Yes, and it was at 3.
It's only 1 below.
Anyways.
See, look, the Getter's the same.
How can you do that to your strongest units?
Because they're so strong, and weapon leveling is almost nothing to most of them.
You can fully level 1 unit.
This one's at 60%. Getters is a decent idea too. Guessing I can't. Yeah.
Almost.
I have leveled weapons. I get the feeling this is a worthwhile investment.
Pretty worthwhile.
Energy recovery medium.
Yep.
Now the question becomes, what of these do I pick?
I would... Honestly, I would take the range. I just tend to take the range on everything. But yeah. Yeah, plus 10% HP, energy, mobility, etc. That one is range.
Yeah, it's a worthwhile.
Range up is always good. Yes, now you're going to have to use a lot of units you just haven't at all.
No.
Repair skill. No, do not. She's a repair unit. She's not going to be killing anything.
She's probably not actually going to get used at all. In fact, most of these units that I haven't used much are still probably not going to get used.
So, yeah. 15 units. No. No. Split there. No.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
You saved.
yeah, okay.
You saved a new save.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So, off we go.
I guess.
Alright, Daggard, it's your turn to shine. Africa. Eastern portion. Eastern area. Great Axiom. Ooh, you're really fired up, aren't you, Siani? It seems as if the emperor of those Gishin people has arrived in space. Yes. At this rate, are we going to have an intergalactic war? Those invaders may have calmed down, but it seems those beastmen are full of energy. And then we've got those crazy things descending from the moon as well. You can't take your eyes off anything now, can you? Oh, come on, why are you acting so unhappy? Yeah. The crazier and crazier this world gets, the better it is for us, isn't it? Alright now, let's look at this world map. It appears as though things are particularly unstable here in the eastern portion of Africa. 3 countries have already fallen to pieces. Small. What? There's no reason for Imperium existing if we're just having such tiny fights. What are you talking about? Do you not understand how many casualties have been caused by this? It isn't a problem of something like that. So long as those 3 big countries exist, the world won't change! Siani, you really do still have a complex against the 3 great countries, don't you? I'm the Minister of Internal Affairs. I won't allow you to call me such stupid things. Oh ho. Looks as though even our way of speaking has completely changed. I far preferred you back when you were trying your hardest to face that 3 countries down, even while you stumbled about. You! See, I think he's pulling out a sponsor. Quite possibly. No. This is my advice as your sponsor. As someone from a small country, what you're doing right now is trying to destroy this world. You may want to destroy the world. But if you wind up playing around much longer, you're going to just cool off. You need to play around a bit more and cool off. If you don't, we're going to get taken out by that allied army. If they wind up concentrating forces from all over the world, even we won't be able to take them down. If Guy wasn't going to use that, things are going to come to a bad end, unfortunately, eventually. Let's see. that allied army is being led by Tres Kushernada. He's capable of calmly looking at the situation. Is sending squadrons to squadrons to points where it's only necessary. At this rate, silence. Do you intend to compound crimes any further by speaking to me so insolently? Ooh, how scary. Yeah. So no one's able to stop you when Lord Gaio and I march around, are they? Carlos Axion Jr. Right. Oh well. Well, if Gaio did wind up using that, I'm certain that quite a few situations would immediately change. At any rate, I'm just going to enjoy watching this over. It appears as though I'm headed off to Japan. Tokyo Plaza. Whoa. Colin, your mouth's wide open, but Japan... These Japanese people are so happy. I understand. I really understand what you're feeling, Colin. Yeah. Back when we first met Japan, and we had exactly the same feeling. Let's see. To Japan. Because they call it Japan. Because they're in Siberia and it's not quite Japan. After all, to everyone who would participate in the exodus from Morgusk, Japan was a symbol of admiration. So this is the Japan we're trying to take back, huh? Differently from Area 11, this Japan is peace itself, isn't it? When I see this scenery, I can't even think about scolding those guys who wound up fleeing over here. It's our last day off before heading to the Dark Continent, right? Be sure to enjoy yourselves here. Colin, you want to go shopping for clothes? It's fine, don't worry. Yeah. Thanks to Zex's deployment, you've got some pretty good options here. I heard from Joe and the others here, but it seems as though things are pretty difficult in that other Japan, right? But why would they? Alright, then why don't we go ahead and put on some lace and ribbon, find some lace and ribbon stuff for you. No. Oh. I do kind of regret that I was never able to try stuff like that. I wonder... I'm not that sort of person. I can do something like that. I wonder... Are you secretly longing for something like that? That you're acting all meek here. Shut it! Oh, come on, Colin. You won't get a chance to do things like this much, will you? If someone like you says that I don't have anything to say. Since, I mean, she was, princess in a tower type person. Well, it counts. Well, for Colin, at least, rather than something all fluffy and pretty, I think something rather sporty would suit her more. Oh, come on, don't say things like... Saying something like that's exactly like Ibuki. What? I'm sorry? Calm down, Ibuki. Yeah. After all... Well, he was complimenting you in the fact that both of you have no sense whatsoever. That isn't praise! She's awfully worried about that. Well, I mean, if it's like that, she just needs to act more early, right? The raw materials there aren't bad, but the way she acts is rather wrong. What if we try giving her a makeover and image change? Something like that. Leave it alone. I wind up getting compared with people like you, I'll just feel worse. Alright, that's it. So the women's team troop is gonna go out shopping! Let's go, Colin. Let's go ahead and get some sushi first, though. Sure. But you wound up getting a lot of Japanese culture wrong at first, didn't you? Peace itself. Thanks to the chaos in Area 11, it appears as though it's hard for Imperium to lay their hands on this Japan. And since Dr. Hill's quieted down, Japan become a worldwide relaxation spot, huh? The one main problem is if Heterodons wind up appearing. But since they're kind of like a natural disaster, you can't worry too much about them. Hey Banjo, what's happening with Imperium right now? It appears as though they're currently circling the eastern area of Africa. Thanks to that, they're currently restricting their actions to Africa mainly. Now that the UN's allied army has started moving. I suppose they decided that it would be too difficult to move against the three great countries. Although I don't feel that the people in charge of them would be able to do something like that. Well, that's just how scary Imperium is, isn't it? Their very existence brings fear. While they're busy playing around, we'll take out the Beastmen. And after that, we'll decide what to do next. It is true that Imperium's current actions could be considered to be playing around. However, it appears as though Liard has been moving in the background with some purpose. Does it have something to do with the fact that people who possess spheres will seek out those with others? Got a big problem, everyone! Hurry back to the Daigoren! What happened? It's a Heterodyne! It's way larger than any we've seen before! Don't tell me. Is that what we were seeing up there in the sky? It's not a cloud. That's a Heterodyne? What's with that? It's way too big. Mr. Shirota, what's happening? See. At any rate, the current appearance of the Heterodyne has ceased for now. However, the dimensional instability being caused is expansive. 32 different wards are being affected by the dimensional distortion. In other words, Tokyo is currently in a situation where we can't tell what's happening or not, right? This isn't good. This entire city's going to turn into a sea of death. That isn't the only problem. If we aren't able to stop the rapid expansion of that Heterodyne, in 7 days, all of Japan's going to be like that. And in a single month, the entire planet will be swallowed. That would be the end of the world, wouldn't it? So before that happens, we need to do something. In other words, it's pointless. In other news, it's pointless to try and attack that dark mist that's hanging everywhere. It's so huge and has such regenerative capabilities, it won't do a thing. In order to try and take it out, what we need to do is take out the main core. After all, that's the core. It's the base of all Heterodynes. Alright! The Dagger will just have to get out there and beat it down with the Knot Punisher! But we don't know what's happening with that Heterodyne, really. This isn't the time to say stuff like that! Leaving aside the rest of our enemies, taking out Heterodyne is our job, isn't it? It's exactly like Akagi says, right, Shirota? This is the main reason the 21st Century Defense Corporation exists. I won't let you say we can't go. Alright. I'll leave the role of attacker to you all. Alright. Zexus will back up the 21st Century Defense Corporation. There are a lot of people living in that city. We'll help too. This isn't just the 21st Century Defense Corporation. Japan General Company will go too. Everyone? Alright, everyone. We have something to talk about here. Let's see. I am the president of the 21st Century Defense Corporation. I do not have his name. Yes. Scary looking guy. Hey! President! As I've said before, that is the representative of the 21st Century Defense Corporation. I don't care what he calls me in particular. The reason I'm here is because I have a request for all of you. A request? 12 years ago, when the first Heterodyne appeared, I commanded a squad against it in the self-defense force. But at that time, At that time, all we were able to do was make use of OE weapons. Some sort of crazy explosive device, incredibly deadly, yeah. At that time, we did manage to take out the Heterodyne, but Tokyo itself was caught up in the explosions and suffered massive damage. With this Heterodyne appearance, for our first line of defense, in other words, if the Die Guard fails, the military will wind up using OE weapons once again. What? If a Heterodyne that large winds up getting taken out, in other words, the military is prepared to destroy Tokyo if it means taking out this Heterodyne. That's not something to joke about! Everyone's got houses in Tokyo. If you wind up taking those out... Calm down. In order to protect this entire planet from that Heterodyne, it's a simple judgment to make. Even if you say that, that's no problem. Something weird about what I said? No, I was thinking that I should try and learn from your foolish actions. It's exactly as Akagi says. I won't allow them to take such actions that'll cause so many sacrifices. It's exactly because of that tragedy 12 years ago that I founded the 21st Century Defense Corporation. President, I want to protect the peace of these people. I believe that we have the strength to do so. Yeah, that's exactly right, President. Alright, President. We shall do our utmost to ensure this is carried out. It isn't just my home and my company that's there. I'm fighting to protect everyone's happiness. And that's why we're in the Die Guard, too. That's right. It's the people like you that make me proud to be this company's president. I'm counting on you, so that we don't repeat those mistakes of the past. Chapter 42. Something like the song out to tomorrow. That's... We're on top of the Heterodyne, I think.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Grab the definitive deploys. Grab. And now I've got 4 more. Walker Gallier. That's like, why not?
Gecko? You're in Mark II?
They're both way too underleveled. Spec V, because while your pilot's underleveled, you are not.
You poured a bunch of stuff into it? You did pour a fair bit into it.
So it's going to be better.
Good luck.
And, guess... Dietarn?
Dietarn's pretty good, I mean. Panther is a heal. Remember that.
This is a long map.
Well, I mean, you're on top of a giant monster that's blotting out the sun.
I mean, when you put it that way, it makes perfect sense, but wouldn't you agree it's fairly... looks good.
Are all units in position? Look at that, Jiron! And Jiron's way down there! Could fall from here. It wouldn't get off with just a scratch. Let's see. Coco Bogar's waiting on the ground to back us up in case things happen. Alright, we're counting on you, Akagi. We'll follow the rest of you guys. Leave it to us! But leaving the Daiker alone... Is there a reason for all of Zexus needed to come? Did you forget, Kape? About the Insect R. Insectar. Does that have to do with the heterodynes that appeared before? There's something that started appearing thanks to what I did. What? He caused a space-time quake. Let's see. So yeah. He's able to... So, the dimensional quakes that happen with the heterodynes or whatever they are pretty much the same, so he's able to summon them. Alright, now I wonder about this. So you really were here. Welcome to this perfect stage. I'm Leard. You the one who called this heterodyne up? For me, at the point I'm at right now, even I couldn't cause a dimensional quake at this level. All I can really do was put a little scratch on the dimensional walls and focus energy to that point. What? So is that the reason you want this guy wound up getting this large? Aren't you happy about it? As if! Who would be? Stop it, Wada. He's the kind of twisted guy who just takes pleasure in getting us pissed. Peering at me, you've gone for quite a roundabout way of doing it. Do you really want my sphere that much? It appears as though you know of the power that you bear, swaying scales. What reason is there for the possessors of spheres to fight each other? And it's in order to select the 12 keys, of course. 12? So it really does have to do with the 12 constellations of the Zodiac. Is the reason Oskim's been killing the possessors of spheres in order to obtain them all? Why? Alright, I'm. What the hell will happen when you collect all 12? What a nice reaction. And it's because the those whales are indeed swaying. And now that that power is awakened, I shall claim your soul.
That's fair amount of dimensional beasts.
Yeah.
And
Dimensional beast showed up? Margaret.
Oh.
So you're there too? Yes, I believe so. Margaret. In accordance with Lord Cheval's wishes, we shall grant you one last chance. Thank you, Sir I'm. You told me before that you wouldn't forgive me for making use of your brother's death. In that case, hurry up and kill Crowbroost. Understood. Oh, this isn't good. It appears as though the heterodyne is starting to gain altitude. Heim, what the hell are you doing? After all, if there's a time... No, it's started growing at an even larger rate. After all, if there isn't a time limit, the game won't be exciting, will it? Playing around? I'm Leard. What sort of a man are you? Isn't this nice? After all, if you fail, they still have the OE weapons. Even though you know that, you're still sending energy into this heterodyne? We won't forgive you! How dare you use heterodynes for your own purposes? Lexus, you've become quite an eyesore to me. This is a good opportunity. I'll have about half of you disappear here. With Crowbloose and the others, I should easily be able to wipe out your army. We received a communication from public security. In the case that 6 minutes pass, they'll wind up using OE weapons. 6 minutes. If the Daguard isn't able to take out its core in that time, Tokyo will be destroyed. But that's a peaceful city. It'll be fine, Colin. We're here so that won't happen! Everyone, back us up! We'll break through the dimensional beast and take out the original fractal knot! So that's it, right? Then 6 minutes, we'll get over there and take it out with the Knot Punisher! Leave the rest of the dimensional beast to us. Leave it! Trust it to you, Akagi! Save Tokyo! Alright, let's go, Ibuki! Aoyama! Yeah! We'll show you, Akagi. I'm proud of a salaryman! Yeah! With this, everything has been put in place. Good luck, Margaret. Crowbroost. Margaret, are you really okay with this? Aoyama! Daguard maximum output! Ibuki, get ready to navigate us to the target point! Alright! We'll protect Tokyo! So, Destroy the Heterodyne's core within 6 turns. Don't let the die guard die. Don't let the battleship die. Don't let 7 turns pass. SR point is destroy all enemies within 5 turn ally phases, and then take out the Heterodyne core.
I don't know if I'm going to be getting that one. And what I need to do is I need to get up to Margaret.
Get running as far as you can with everyone.
And either kill Margaret or just convince her.
Stick. What a wonderful weapon it is, a stick.
He doesn't. Okay. Walker, Gallagher. What are you going to do?
You won't fall back even when facing monsters. Gallier Punch! The greatest of attacks. That's not a punch. You pistol whipped it with a rifle and then kicked it. It's just like the magical punch. The greatest of attacks.
The greatest of spells.
Yes. That's not a punch. That's what makes it magical.
Don't fail me now, Chiriko.
Quite a lot of shooting. Not quite enough for a kill, but he should be fine.
Not enough for a kill, but enough that I'm not. Unfortunately, our ability is not as helpful at this stage, K. He has one of the most useful abilities in the game.
Go ahead and show it off. No, you fool. It's not an attack you'd ever really see much of.
Wasn't thinking, right?
And now you've badly injured a unit that's really low on HP.
It doesn't matter too much.
Tackle.
That
Nice job. Get her scythe.
Keep going.
Good luck. Night Iron Snapper.
Yeah, so the snapper, it's the weird.
Whip. Hello, Cheska. You're being adorable over there. Sleeping on the floor. Keep on going. One more kill and King Gainer. Wow. Be very careful. You're going to need to patch up the die guard, I think.
But I've got 2 repair units.
For now.
And ace.
Well done. Gamer has now become Game Champ.
Why is he no longer a game champ?
Eh. Who knows?
At the start of Z22. Why is Karo not an A-class EF Esper anymore?
His skills have degraded in the year since.
But it wasn't a year, it was 10 years.
Depends on who you are.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, target Chirico. I mean, Chirico's small enough you can't really see him much of the time.
Can't hit him. This is a lot of enemies to try and kill him.
Yes, your point is not to kill them.
The SR point is.
Which means you need to be very careful about using map weapons and weakening.
I don't have any map weapons.
You would have if you'd used the wing.
The
Gurren Lagann has
right,
one.
I have one. The other thing is...
You'd fully upgraded the, Yep, Convince.
Let's spend the turn doing it.
Margaret! I have something I want to ask you. Don't call me so casually. What the hell are you to Aim? Why are you following him? You're a knight, aren't you? You're the sort of person who fights fair and square all the time. Then why the hell are you sticking around listening to what that lying bastard has to say? It doesn't have anything to do with you. And at the very least, tell me about Shane. Why, how do you know his name? If you're saying that you're trying to kill me for revenge for your brother, I can't say that I have anything to do. Answer me! How the hell did I kill your brother when you came from another world? Answer me! Everyone needs to know. Oh, I'm trying to fight. Ah! Margaret! Margaret Pistol. Why can't you throw away that foolishness of yours? I don't know what the hell circumstances you have. You're playing a wrong. Being able to say things like that is privilege of only the losers. Allow me to call someone who truly understands that. Did you call me Lord Aim? I was unable to use Margaret. Cheval, I leave the remainder to you. Understood! In case of that worthless woman, Cheval Reptile shall be sure to smite your foes! Next is Big Dog's turn, huh? Exactly! I am but a dog. Subordinate of Aim and Sir Gaio. The guard dog of Imperium, Cheval Reptile! In place of Margaret, I shall be sharp on the tear of an ox saber into your hearts! Alright then. Someone like you's gonna be facing me down, I don't have to hold back. Since you truly are a member of Imperium, I'll face you for real. Fun!
Let's see, how many spaces are there? Fair face.
Just keep on rushing the die guard off that way. Also, check if that has HP. The glowing spot. Nope. Alright, so I guess you just have to get them over there.
Alright, so I know exactly what's probably a good idea.
Exactly, probably, maybe, kinda. Good luck.
For you.
Of course. Going for defense. Yep. Kitten. Happy kitten in the corner.
Defense.
Bazooka. Because it just has an enormous bazooka.
I have to say the Black Alley is more ridiculous than this, though. Because if you look carefully at it, you can tell that it's what happens when you take the Zabungle and fuse it with the Walker Gallier.
Yeah,
that's all
much.
it is.
Oh, Jiren picked up a new attack.
New skill.
New skill. Haha. Accelerated there. Have you healed him?
No, I haven't. I just wanted to cast Accelerate before I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say have Sarah do it because she needs healing. Your healer needs healing. so she can heal herself.
Goes percent.
How sad that is, that the healer needed healing like that.
Dialogue.
Synergy reaction from the Fractal Knot! Something else coming?
No. I should not have rushed you out.
What is that? A black Dygard? It looks as if the course changed shape. Why is it looking like the Dygard? Does it have a grudge against you because you took out so many Petrodines? Could be. You're serious? This isn't a time to be looking down. If that's the court stuff? Oh, so it's just a boss character. Looks like it. Guardian of the treasure, huh? But it looks way stronger than the Dygard. So, we can't look back. Exactly right, Akagi. Boss?
Boss. That was not a smart move on my part, was it?
Looks like we made it in time. The Dygard's new weapons are ready. Are you serious? Its name is the Great Knot Punisher! That sounds really strong! This is the last we can do. Everything else is up to you all. Alright, let's go! I'll challenge you, Black Dygard! Why are you giving it a name? Within 6 turns, defeat the Black Dygard. And you now have the Great Knot Punisher. 1 ammo. Requires 140 will. Good luck. Scan the Black Dygard.
Yeah, I was just wondering, does anyone here have...
Of course Leron does. It looks scary. Black Dygard.
That doesn't look like Dygard at all!
Its
Actually,
upper
no,
body
kind
does. Not that one.
No
That
skills or
one's-
abilities.
No. Robot page. Hit square. HP recover large.
Ooh.
Energy recover large. Has a movement of 2. So you're at least lucky about that. Just, I would say just ignore the SR point. At least somewhat. The Jericho there, you probably want to have him at least attack some stuff. What about you?
This Jericho can survive almost anything.
He is, after all, Jericho.
Go ahead and fly off there, Orgus. Sadly, you're up against Dimensional Beasts, so Act Again is kind of worthless. His skill is not high enough.
You don't have it on Gainer, do you?
No, I don't have it on Gainer. No, Orgus.
Ah, yes. The Orgus.
Okay, do you have...
The poor Orgus. Be very careful dealing with the big, tough one. And remember, you have a scarier enemy out there as well. In the form of...
That
Or
guy.
Chevalier. Or whatever you call him.
Here.
Just keep on feeling this is not going to go well. So many enemies.
Yeah, no, you're not the only one feeling that way, man. I don't think this is gonna go well.
My units are all decent, it's just... I'm just gonna have to boss rush. Which is something I don't love doing in this.
Daitarn Hammer! You have shown off only one of the Daitarn's attacks.
I have shown off the hammer. It's exactly the same as every other hammer.
Jessica,
Can't do that.
How are you, Cheska girl? Cat's just sitting in the corner and being teach. I wish I could show them all.
There we go. Over's still active. Next, Excel.
Main cannons. Is it really worth spending that?
Yes, because this battleship isn't that strong. More importantly,
That gives you enough to be able to cast the Hyper Jammer.
yeah.
Always fun to see the Hyper Jammer attack.
Especially since this might be a kill.
Yes, next game we'll get the Death Scythe Hell Custom, not the Endless Waltz one. The Death Scythe in particular, I prefer the Endless Waltz. I mean, I prefer most of the Endless Waltz version. Yes, the Batwing cloak rather than just a sort of pair of weird wings. Static
Like he
out.
was never even there.
As befitting of the Reaper, I suppose.
Looks like it's just you. Stage.
Sure, I haven't seen it. I don't care if this explodes.
Alright, show off the laser. Bit laser. Ouch. Remember, it does heal. Alright, Nirvash, show off your bit laser. You send off those little bits. He's got his own mini funnels.
How cute.
How cute. He's trying to be a Gundam. I'd turn off the part, but yeah. Renton is trying to be a Gundam.
But Renton is not a Gundam.
Renton is...
Anyway.
At the very least, this Renton is definitely not a Gundam.
Original Renton, maybe. Still probably not. But I'd at least give him benefit of the doubt. He tried to make the world a better place, kind of. Nirvash is still really dodgy.
Aphrodite missiles. Not going to use the Aphrodite missiles.
No. Oh wow. That was...
Long range?
No, close.
Oh, Thunder. I just always loved seeing the O Thunder attacks.
So, despite what you claimed, Nirvash is actually still super dodgy, despite being large. The Rhino Daemon, with one of its strong attacks, had a 40% chance of hitting,
Nice.
after 6 other attacks had missed him.
Very nice. Big O.
And however, that 40% did hit.
So the Nirvash Spec V has 57 HP left.
Fun. Thankfully it will heal a good chunk.
Doesn't it only have HP small?
I don't know.
And upgrades to HP and Energy Medium.
I'm pretty sure that one of its is large. Yes. Enjoy bathing in this shower of light. I love the fact that the hand doesn't just rotate. It's actually going in circles because it is slightly offset.
There.
No, no, no. Dogguard, no.
Was it trying to use the Great?
No, it wasn't. It will never automatically use the Great, not Buster.
I mean, 59.
Yeah. Yes, it will never automatically use the Great Not Punisher or the Not Punisher. Charge. Defend, but turn on. Let's see this thing. If we lose to a fake, it'll be shameful for her. We'll definitely win this. You do know this guy's really strong, right? Of course, it's the core of this giant heterodyne. Synergy readings are off the charts. We've got a power this guy doesn't have. And what is that? It's a Kagi, right? And he's definitely going to say something like, it's our teamwork, or the fact that we love peace, or something like that. Ah, you really do understand, don't you, Aoyama? Are you serious about that? Of course! After all, we've been able to overcome everything till now, right? I guess you're right. All we have to do is keep on praying that's the case today. Alright, with our hearts as one, let's go, Black Dygard! The real Dygard! We'll show you our power!
Alright, so I need to deal 59,000 damage in one turn.
In one turn?
Ideally. So that isn't able to recover.
30%. Real.
15,000 HP.
Ouch. Yep. Good luck patching him up.
Well,
Thankfully, remember, he's got guts.
I was gonna say,
He should have guts. Alright.
Oh, Cheska.
Yes. Go ahead, Orgus. Yes, you can on this one.
Well done, Orgus. That's... To think that a monster like that would show up. Let's start with this.
probably gonna do next to nothing, but
Okay.
as long as it deals more than 10 damage.
I mean, it probably should, because you're using strongest attack. It's gotta do something. 4,000 on a critical.
And there was a second one. Not great, not terrible.
Not capable of spigoting, but if you
5
got a
well.
kill...
Okay. Yep. Good. Perfect. Sure. Yeah, I guess it's attack.
Hot blood.
Unless I were able to... I could just attack like that. Is down enough? Yeah, he definitely has enough there. Hot blood. Post movement?
No.
Figure I might as well.
Alright. It's just gonna.
Sure, that's the only thing.
Yeah, it's just gonna attack. You go into melee with you. All right. Feel like a knight. You monster guy! I'll fry you up! So he's talking about how he'll turn him into cooking. We'll cook him. I don't think that'll be very tasty, though.
I think it would be rather raw on the inside, burnt on the outside.
Especially if
you're with this.
Yes, if you're cooking it with photon energy, yeah, it would be charred black on the outside and rather crisp on, rather frozen, not frozen, but raw on the inside.
Yeah, I've just given up on the SR point. It's too painful.
Yeah. Stab.
This is a fully upgraded Mazinger. You think you can deal with it? It's got exactly 10,000 HP.
No, yep. I mean, it's the Mazinger. It's got crazy high HP. That's what it does.
Nope, doesn't have it yet.
Get Chiriko moving. You can assault combat. Soul and then focus.
Yeah, it's down one hit. If I can't, you know,
Alright.
he goes out.
Good luck, Chiriko. Throw everything you can. Fighting you is no different than fighting a human. The basics are the same regardless.
Ideally,
right?
of course, I want to finish this off
With Dygard.
with Dygard's Hot Blood Great Knot Punisher.
Since I can do that.
Well, ideally you'll want to get it down to below 10,000.
A spigot from there should do that without killing.
Probably. Well, looking at Chiriko leveled up, that's pretty concrete evidence he's still alive.
A spigot definitely will not kill.
Yep. At this point, I'd save. Also, remember to make use of everyone else.
Get everyone some
Except,
kills.
do not move, Gainer. Have a backup in place. But everyone else, get them kills.
You know, if you can.
I don't think you can kill those things easily, but you've got a lot of weaker stuff. Also, remember to cast skills. Walker Gallier, full power! She's got luck. Personal only. But sure, let's go!
I don't know if this will kill! It's not an upgrade at all, but let's go! Full power Walker Gallier!
It's such a goofy looking mech. Kicking up sand everywhere.
That's the thing about all these bungle mechs.
Because sand.
The mouth bit is an exhaust port.
Exhaust grill. Kick. Just keep on punching him. You gotta wonder how it stays on there.
On a side note, I've actually been watching Zabungle. I rather enjoy it. It's Yoshiyuki Tomino, so it alternates between being stupidly
Oh.
amusing.
25. That sucks.
It alternates between being stupid comedy.
Yeah, just use that off her. She has bless.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we could kill her. Grandma.
It is just barely not. Just barely not nice, right?
Yep. It also alternates. It's also a hyper serious series, unlike what my brother had thought previously.
Well, I only watched the first few episodes.
Yeah, it takes sharp turns.
Okay.
Like, there are serious bits, and I know that the series is going to take an insanely sharp turn in, like, around the midpoint.
Well done, and you're now an ace, Simone. Plus 30 starting will. Thy turn? No, you fool. Fast.
No. Why would I?
No.
Okay, practice.
No, it's that C2 has Bless. And SP Regen.
There's
So just cast that before moving. That's all I was trying to say.
But there's no point to it. Because I can still cast Bless again.
Yeah, but if you're just gonna move C2 like that, why not? Go ahead and do that. That's cheer.
That sound effect is really loud.
And that you can hear it from there?
Yes!
Through my headphones?
Yes!
Please note I have my headphones at the absolute minimum output at which sound will still come out of the TV. So. Rush, you can indeed get him fired up. Just barely, but you can do it.
This should work, I think.
Probably. Giga Drill Break.
Hot Blood, Bless.
Yep, show it off. Absolutely crush them.
Those sunglasses so hard they split in half.
Mm-hmm. And yet that isn't what they use for the double boomerang. No, for the double boomerang they use both the sunglasses and the flying unit.
And in 2 stages,
One.
we should get a 2?
One.
A 1? Okay.
One. Alright, die turn. Show off your sun attack. We have yet to see the standard sun attack.
This?
Yeah. Alright, die turn. Instinct is your first ability. Let's see! Han Banjo will not lose! Burrowing the power of the sun! Special move? Sun! Attack! This keeps on shooting bullet of energy. And then Rider kick it. Well, you've left a sun-shaped hole in the enemy. Interesting explosions. Alright.
That was a thing.
And inflicts armor down. Just to top it off. Way overkill, but... Alright. How much will do they have? 144, they are high enough. Great Not Punisher?
Sure that.
Hot Blood?
Okay, actually.
Just faster to this way.
Gone. Alright, here's hoping this is the end. Turn it on. Great Not Punisher, activate. Dieguard Ultimate. If that's the boss, then we'll take him out!
And you can get the Great Not Punisher to have 3 ammo.
Yep.
Unlike all other 1
Let's
ammo
go!
weapons.
Punch it with the flywheel. Flick around.
That's a far better arm.
Yeah. It actually functions as an arm. Get him! By real maximum output! Gotta be a dynamic kill. Protecting everyone's peace. That's our job!
Yeah, I can't hear anything else from your headphones but the bless sound.
Alright, we did it! I don't like this. I don't think that everything will go the way you think. With this, I suppose I'll have to change my tactics. Alright, we did it, Mr. Shirota! Good work. We've confirmed the Heterodyne stopped expanding. Alright. How is that? Even Sailormen can protect the peace! We know already. What's wrong, Aoyama? No. I just realized it. You remind me a lot of those monkeys I saw in the zoo on school trips as a kid. What? Ah, I thought that too! Oh. It's just like that chimpanzee I saw with on my father's college. What? Well, I guess that's how things are. No, he's more like a monkey. I'm telling you, it's a chimpanzee! No, a monkey! Chimpanzee! What's with that, you two? I had a feeling you'd make a face like that. What? Back when my father saw the Heterodyne. Is this okay, everyone? I don't think we're going to be able to stay here very long. Our footing is beginning to crumble away.
Small problem.
Ah! Alright, since our job's over... Well, I mean, we finished the job. Shouldn't we at least bask in the glory a little bit? But we've still got a lot more fights to deal with. I know. Alright. Let's go home. Back to the 21st Century Defense Corporation. Section 2. But tomorrow we're supposed to be going off to the Dark Continent. So why do I have to keep filing paperwork again? Well, after the Heterodyne was destroyed yesterday, the falling fragments caused quite a bit of damage. And so we needed to keep on filing paperwork in order to confirm that that was not in fact Dygard's fault. Yes, rather than the privately owned Mazinger and the others, the Dygard is technically public property, so we've got a lot more problems to deal with. And in case it was in fact our fault, we've got to hurry up and send off to the insurance companies. This is another part of the job of the 21st Century Defense Corporation. Do you understand? This really isn't heroic at all. Isn't it fine? After all, we understand how hard we worked, right? Let's see. Shouldn't aim to be a hero of justice, Akagi. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, thanks to the fact that everything was crazy yesterday, Colin and the others get to enjoy Japan today, right? I wanted to go shopping with them all as well. Hi, Pawpaw. In order to buy some clothes for the Dark Continent? I mean, come on. What are we going to be dealing with? Alright, everyone. Please stop talking and keep on working. Isn't it fine, though? Having a like with us once in a while? After all, wasn't Dygard's work exemplary? Yeah. We're all glad to see it come home safe. Of course. But yeah, that's why we had to win. For everyone's peace. We all understand that even if you don't say it. Hurry up and keep finishing this paperwork. This paperwork or it's never gonna end. Yeah. Nice job, you all. What's with it, Crow? You looking to apply? If it's okay with you, we'd be more than happy to have the brass to join the 21st Century Defense Corporation as well. I'm happy for your appreciation. But I was asked to do something... bring you something here. No, but I was asked to get a general company instead. You're trying to join them? It's a possible hope for the future. I'd be more than happy to work underneath Kinoshita and have a fun time every day. What's with that? You sound like you're looking down on my job. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I do look forward to working with you in the future. Before that, we have something important to state. Alright, I know. After all, I'm here on a part-time job today. Part-time job? Yes. Let's see. As a result of yesterday's incident, he's helping us out at Takeda General Company. Alright, and so we're helping out with confirming the damages as well. Well, yep, and I'm going along for it as well. It doesn't look like Wada's here. This isn't anything to bother the President with. After all, it's a precious day off for him, right? I see. So you're the one who drew the who had the bad luck to be here in his stead. Don't say that. After all, well, they're paying me Wada's paying me an extra bit of money here, right? Oh yes. Come to think of it though, the time I've been at the company, I don't ever remember getting a bonus. What? It'll be fine. So long as we have the President and Trider and the happy faces of all our workers, we'll be able to surely come up with a bonus or something. I have a feeling I'm not going to be seeing that bonus anytime soon. That's just the fate you were born under, wasn't it? Alright everyone, let's do our best and get this paperwork taken care of. It'll be done soon. Alright, let's go. He promised them a reward, but yes, the President's giving it authorized to take it out of his pocket money. Alright, let's call everyone else. Don't say stuff like that. We need to make sure everyone's here, right? You sure are eager to spend other people's money, aren't you? Don't say that, Aoyama. After all, everyone had a hard time yesterday. And everything's gonna be hard from tomorrow on as well. And so we need to hurry up and finish our job quickly then, right? Alright everyone, let's split it up and keep on working. Alright! Back to the Great Axiom. Margaret! How many times do I have to tell you before you understand it?
No.
We're here to support Lord Gaio. Oh, any orders that come from his right-hand man are the same as if they came from him. Margaret, you don't seem to be looking too good. Are you intending to give me up to him? Don't get ahead of yourself, woman. There's no value in my eating you. Oh, Lord Gaio! When did you return? Just now. What is that you're carrying? Don't you know? Something they call a hot dog. I found it. I picked it up off a stand one of those 11 guys had by the side of the road. No, I saved one of those 11 guys at the side of the road who was getting beat up by someone. As thanks, he wound up giving me some. I thought you were going to Japan, but you wound up heading to Area 11. Here. By the way, here's the souvenir you wanted. Food here isn't that bad, but these hot dogs are pretty good. I'll go ahead and take that. It is nice to sample the peasants' food every once in a while. How are you, Lord? You seem well, Sir Gaio. I suppose so. It wasn't just these tasty hot dogs. It was a pretty worthwhile walk I went on. Well then, your memories have... they're still full of holes. But I think I've seen a light at the end of the tunnel here. Hey, woman. Yes, what is it? Get the ship heading south. By the south, are you talking about the Dark Continent? Yeah. Seems there's someone there who knows about me. Alright, and that is the end of that chapter. So, tomorrow, we'll be heading off for a confrontation with the Spiral King. So that will be fun. We're a little bit late, but not too much, so perfectly fine. We will go ahead and see you all tomorrow for the showdown with the Spiral King. And I hope you all have been enjoying this as much as we have.
See you tomorrow.
Farewell.